my computer. And right now I will share the screen. It's live stream on Facebook. Okay, so we are live.
Divine-GPMS.world is a worldwide cumulative gathering of consents for every child, woman, and man to ratify and enact into law worldwide the all-inclusive replacement system of money and law worldwide, as outlined on the consenting website of divine-gpms.world. It is imperative that all worldwide take a couple of minutes and consent to add your accord, children included.
Greetings, we are on April 4th, 2026. We are on divine-gpms.org Philippine meeting. We have with us people from Philippines, Sister Lodi, Guardian GPMS, and also for the first time, what it is her name, Lodi?
Gina De Leon from Manila. Welcome.
Welcome. So we expect more people to come. Today we had also other three people from Philippines on the meeting on Sunday. So we started a little bit before when we were waiting a little bit more people to speak about the ascension symptoms. And you told me about dizziness, about in general vertigo, but these are the purification of the DNA. These are the symptoms. Other symptoms could be mucus, foggy head, short-term memory span, or for example, some people may have also other kind of symptoms, depending, but these are symptoms of the ascension. So just do not make confusion. And also Lodi told us that she experienced a little bit on the aim of the hand. So what it is exactly, what do you experience, Lodi?
Yes. Magandang gabi po sa lahat ng nanonood at sa kasama natin ngayon dito sa ating monthly Philippine Divine GPMS representatives meeting. Pinag-usapan po namin ni Sister Beatrice yung aming mga nararanasan na ascension symptoms ngayong panahon na to, sa timeline na ito, nagaganap po yung transition or transformation ng ating physical vessel ng ating katawan from carbon-based to crystalline-based. So, marami pong nangyayari sa ating katawan na ang akala at nararamdaman ay parang mayroon tayong simptomas ng mga sakit. So, ilan po doon sa aming na-experience sa ngayon ay yung nahihilo, na dati naman na hindi, akala namin na vertigo, yung mga palpitation, yung mabilis na tibok ng puso, na hindi naman kami high blood pero bakit biglang ganon. yung paminsan-minsan na bigla kang pagpapawisan kahit nasa air-conditioned room ka or malamig naman ang panahon. And isa din po yung para kang pasmado na mayroong malagkit na lumalabas sa palad, pero yun daw po ay parte din or kasama sa mga essential symptoms na nararanasan ng ating katawan para getting ready for the fifth dimension Earth. Yun po ang ilan sa mga nagaganap. So, marami pong kaganapan sa paligid natin at sa ating katawan, physical vessel, na for the very first time ay nangyayari, nararanasan, pero marami ang hindi aware or hindi sila ah, wala sa kanilang kamalayan kung ano ba talaga ang mga nangyayari na to. So, marami pang nag-iisip na meron silang karamdaman kaya nagpapakonsulta, umiinom ng mga synthetic medicines na hindi naman sana dapat nating gawin, kundi pahinga lamang po at inom ng maraming tubig, spring water sana, hindi bottled water at hindi rin chlorinated or fluoridated water. Kailangan ay pure spring water ang atin pong iinumin para maging toxin-free ang ating katawan. Yes, Sister Beatrice.
Yeah, so the activational, so it is about the root chakras, started to be activated on many individuals at this time. And this is basically our fuel to move up towards other chakras in order to bring just above the head, like many inches above the head to the chakra. And basically do not consume this activation of the root chakra, do not be consumed on sexual activity only if it is really a twin flame.
Yun po, ang ating seven chakras na iyon yung commonly aware or alam ng iba or iilan, kakaunti pa lamang din po. Pero sa ngayon ay dumarami na, nararagdagan na ang mga tao na nagkakaroon ng kamalayan or kaalaman tungkol sa mga chakras or energy centers sa ating katawan. So, energy, alam natin yan na nagpo-flow o dumadaloy. So, kapag meron pong mga hadlang or blockages, iyon. Iyon po ang isang nagiging dahilan para hindi maging maayos ang daloy ng enerhiya sa ating katawan. So, yung pong mga energy centers na yon, yung ating chakras, 7 po yan sa ating katawan, pero maabot po yan ng hanggang 12 kasi meron pa po yan doon sa itaas ng ulo natin. Meron pa din pong energy centers or chakras na tinutukoy. So, iyan po ang ilan sa mga may kinalaman sa ating ascension na unti-unti nagkakaroon tayo ng knowledge or informasyon tungkol sa mga iyan. Yes, sister.
Yeah, so it was also activation of the 5D white light nodes to accept the white light lane lines on the Arctic Ocean, Siberian Sea, on Alaska, United States, Wisconsin, United States, Nunavut, Canada, Pacific Ocean, Kina, and also other areas. So it was a lot of activation during this month.
Yes, meron pong ipinost si Brother Rick Gervers na mga ley line grids or yun po yung mga lugar sa ating planeta na kailangan ng activation ng white light or gold light. So, ang araw, ang central sun at tayo na mga tao, as light beings, light workers, meron po tayong gampanin na makakatulong sa pag-activate or pagpapagana ng mga ley lines na yan na nakakalat sa buong planeta. So, sa mga may kaalaman kung papaano makatulong sa activation ng mga ley line grids na yan, tingnan nyo po or palaging i-monitor, i-follow ang Telegram GC, ganun din po ang Facebook account ni Rick Jewers para makapag-share po tayo ng ating kakayahan na makatulong sa activation para sa planetary ascension and also the collective humanity ascension na nangyayari sa kasalukuyan. Yes, sister.
Yeah. So when before starting this meeting, you told me about the letter M on the hand and nectar that was coming from your hands. Yeah, please tell us more.
Yes. Ito pong palad natin, merong guhit yan. So, meron pong iba-ibang ibig sabihin, yung mga guhit na nakikita natin diyan. So, part po ng ascension symptoms ay merong lumalabas na nectar po ang tawag. It's parang pawis na malagkit yung feeling. Ganun po yun. So, kasama po iyan sa mga ascension symptoms. Ibig sabihin, mga senyales po yun ng transition or pagta-transform ng ating human vessel from carbon-based na composed of 6 neutrons, 6 protons, 6 electrons to crystalline-based na magiging composition niya ay 9 protons, 9 electrons, 9 neutrons. So, meron pong mga crystals sa ating katawan. Iyon po ang magiging kabuuan niya kapag natapos po or nakumpleto ang ating transformation from carbon to crystalline. Na yun naman po yung nakaakma sa 5D Earth, sa 5th dimension Earth na ating paninirahan sa future. So, ilan po iyan sa mga informations na unti-unti na nalalantad. Kasi panahon po ito ng unveiling. So, hindi lamang po yung mga doings or gawain ng darkness ang ating nalalaman na tutuklasan sa ngayon. Kundi pati na rin po yung mga pagbabago ng planeta para sa ascension at ganoon din po yung ating katawan, yung ating human vessel. Nagbabago rin po siya para maging akma or naka-align doon sa 5th dimension Earth na ating paninirahan very, very soon. Yes, sister.
Yeah, there are meteorites that were coming down on some houses on Ohio and Houston in the United States. This is relevant for ascension too, yeah. Sign. These are the signs also. Meteorites. Meteorite.
The meteors. Yes. Yun po. Alam natin na sa huling mga panahon or sa end times na tinatawag, maraming senyales or signs sa kalangitan. So, yung mga meteors, bulalakaw, kung tawagin natin dito sa ating lengguwahe, is yun. Marami pong nakikita na bumabagsak, natatagpuan sa iba't ibang parte ng mundo. Kasama din po yon sa mga signs na naka-propesya para sa pagdating nitong mga huling araw ng darkness, end times of darkness. Yes, sister.
I will share the screen with Rick George's Facebook because Father God told to Rick to write a divine worldwide order and notice. And this divine notice, it is about a lot the people can see on March 7, 2026 on Rick George's Facebook. So it is to every government, so this is a divine order and formal worldwide notice to all people and to every government and de facto authority upon earth. So basically to all the false authority in the earth to move down. And it is about to end the conflict in the world. And the conflict shouldn't for sure if the government started to align with divine-gpms.org, it stand down of weapons of war, because after that we had much more war from Iran that also touch Philippines and also other area in the world. Absolute protection of children, direct order to soldier, police, intelligence, and operators. And it is about the divine GPMS implementation and ratification to be recognized by everyone. And it was addressed also to all government to start to contact divine-gpms.org. Obligation to empowerment of the people. So basically to start to transfer the power from the hands of the government to the people directly. Judgment, consequences, and prohibition of misuse, public transparency, translation, and witnesses. Closing decree, and this was wrote on and presented to the public on March 7. So basically it was told to end the war and for all the government to start to transfer the power from their hand to the people.
Naglabas po ng notice or babala sa atin kung dito sa Pilipino ay yon na nga, notice or babala para sa mga matataas na otoridad ng gobyerno, ng mga bansa, ganon din po sa malalaking leaders or grupo ng churches, sa media, at sa mga marami pang otoridad o namamahala sa buong mundo na ipinatitigil po ang digmaan at ipinag-uutos na maging naka-align or alamin kung ano ang nasa GPMS Divine Plan at i-align or sang-ayunan para sa paghahari ng kapayapaan sa buong mundo. Yan po ay para sa pangkalahatan dahil ang panahon na ito ay malapit na po tayo sa itinakda na mga pagbabago. It's about time na ibalik sa mga tao, sa humanity, ang authority or ang soberenya, ang sovereignty para ang control at ang pamamahala ay hindi na manatili sa kapangyarihan ng iilan kundi sa sangkatauhan na ang lahat po ay makakaranas ng abundance, kalayaan, freedom, kapayapaan, at iiral po ang pagmamahalan sa bawat isa, sa ating kapwa, sa ating kalikasan, sa mga nasa karagatan, sa kalupaan, sa kagubatan, sa kalikasan. Basically, sa lahat po ng nilikha ng prime source creator dito sa mundo, yan po ang iiral sa nalalapit na mga panahon. Kaya po ipinag-uutos na sa mga namamahala or may control sa mga nakatataas na otoridad na hindi naman po nagagampanan ang kanilang mga tungkulin na ipinagkatiwala ng mga tao sa kanila upang gampanan para sa kapakinabangan at kapakanan ng lahat ay sabihin na po natin na ipinababalik sa sangkatauhan ang hiram na otoridad or kapangyarihan ng mga nakaupo sa gobyerno at sa mga pamahalaan at sa iba pang mga posisyon na siyang kumokontrol sa lahat ng nagaganap sa buong mundo. Yan po ang nilalaman ng notice na isinabmit or ipinost ni Rick Jewers noong March 7. Pangkalahatan na po yun. Yes, sister.
Yeah, so on March 17, 2021, GPMS started the website for consents, and this was a law by the Father God for the a solution for humanity to avoid experience as great tribulation judgment period time, and many people were notified, also government, also political leaders, also institution, etc., but only 400,000 soul from 6 billion have chosen GPMS until now. So it is the March 17, 2021.
Nag-umpisa po ang Divine GPMS noong year 2021, March 17. Yan po unang ini-launch or ipinahayag sa publiko. Sa pamamagitan po ni Rick Jewers at ng mga kasama, ang GPMS Divine Plan ay ipinahayag nag-umpisa noong March 17, 2021. So, ngayon po ay April 2026. So, nasa 5 taon na po ang nakakalipas at mayroon na tayong mahigit sa 400,000 na consents ng mga tao na nakita at sumasang-ayon sa GPMS Divine Plan. And we are expecting more. Marami pa po tayong hinihintay at sinishare natin ito para sa virality point na 1 million consents para po ito magkaroon ng mabilisang pagkalat at ratification. Or ibig sabihin po, kapag naging viral ito at nakarating sa mas maraming tao sa buong mundo, mabilisan na po itong mai-implement para sa kalahatan ng sangkatauhan sa buong mundo. Yes, sister.
So in the website, I will share the screen. We started to have the monetary sovereignty declaration. This is very important for everyone in the world. Okay, so on the divine-gpms.org, when we go to Divine Charter, when we click there, after that we have the monetary sovereignty declaration. And when we scroll down, it is the capacity of the people of the universal nation, Divine GPMS, to recognize intrinsic value and to create money for the people. It reflects what has already been ratified and now stands as a lawful expression of sovereignty through collective agreement. And this is very important. Accordingly, the people of the Universal Nation Divine GPMS affirm and hold the full capacity to create, issue, and circulate money grounded in intrinsic value and established through conscious agreement. And the declaration is a provision and statement of lawful capacity and intent, because everything in the university is based on intent, the good intent, and it stands active in its recognition of authority and capacity, and is held in readiness for full enactment through the expressed majority of the people. At the same time, when we are speaking of the majority of the people worldwide, but at the same time, it is clear that at this time it is ratified by over 400,000 people worldwide and growing. So we have already this monetary sovereignty declaration recognize that we have the capacity, the full capacity to create the money, and it is already ratified by 400,000 and plus people. This is extremely important because until now we spoke about the majority of the people worldwide, and the money based on intrinsic value. But here we have something very important. People have come together and agree that value comes from life itself, not from system or permission. So we do not need permission. We are coming on full our capacity authority. Because of this, they already have the capacity to create money based on intrinsic value. And this is extremely important right now. This because fully active when a majority of people choose it, either worldwide or within a nation. So it is not only about the worldwide population, could be also based on a nation. And just to remember that GPMS, it is divine, a universal nation. So please let them know, because this is very important. We saw Zadi these days.
Okay. Ang Monetary Sovereignty Declaration po na tinutukoy at binasa ni Sister Beatrice, ang ipinapaliwanag po niya sa atin ngayon, yung tungkol sa kakayahan. Tayo po na naging member na ng GPMS, we are creating a universal nation. So, isang bansa. Universal. Sa mga nag-consent, nagbigay po tayo ng ating pagpayag na ang kakayahan na iimprenta at i-provide or ikalat, ipamigay sa mga tao ang monetary or financial na ating pangangailangan para maging abundant or masagana ang ating pamumuhay, yan po ay nakagayak na or naka-ready na kung papaano siya isasagawa. Alam po natin na ang pera ay iniimprenta lamang. Isang papel na iniimprenta, may design ng currency or palatandaan na iyan ay magagamit. Unnegotiable instrument. So, sa kasalukuyang sistema, yan po ay nakabase sa ginto, gold buck na sinasabi ng mga central banks at world banks. Depende sa dami ng ginto, ganun din ang limit, ganun lang kadami ang pwedeng iimprenta na pera ng central bank. Sa sinasabi po ngayon sa atin ng GPMS, ang iimprentang pera ay depende sa intrinsic value ng bawat tao. So, unlimited po siya. Alam natin na ang tao ang pinakamahalaga na nilalang, nilikha ng prime source creator at hindi ang anumang yaman or ginto or anumang bato na binigyan ng halaga ng tao na kanilang pinagkasunduan. So, bilang ang tao po ay may intrinsic value na pinakamahalagang nilikha or nilalang dito sa mundo, yun po ay may katumbas na halaga. At yun na nga po ang iimprenta bilang at dami ng tao na bibigyan na mangangailangan na maging masagana ang pamumuhay. Yun po ang basehan ng iimprenta at ipamimigay na pera or pananalapi para sa lahat. Iyan po kung papaano gagawin, kung papaanong mangyayari ay nakahanda na ang procedure, ang instructions sa hudyat na hinihintay na lamang natin na ang majority consent, ang bilang ng mga tao na mag-a-agree at papayag na ito ay maumpisahan na at mai-implement na para sa kalahatan. Yun lamang po ang ating hinihintay. At kung mayroong isang bansa na ang majority ng populasyon ng bansa na yon ay nag-submit na ng consent para sa implementation ng divine plan, kung alin man po ang bansang iyon, pwede siyang mauna or mag-start at maging domino effect na ang buong mundo ay makakaranas na po ng sinasabi nating implementation ng phase 3. So sa hudyat po na ang majority ay mag-consent or mayroong isang bansa na ang majority population ay ready na at handa na para mag-umpisa ng implementation ng phase 3 ng GPMS Divine Plan, maaari na pong umpisahan ang pag-iimprenta at ang pagkakalat ng pananalapi para sa lahat. Yun po ang ating hinihintay na hudyat. So, sa ngayon po, nasa 400,000 na mahigit ang mga pangalan na nag-submit na ng kanilang consent sa website. Marami pa pong paparating at energetically or through divine intervention, yan po inaasahan natin na maging mabilisan. Magkaroon ng virality point at 1 million names or consents na maipasok natin sa website, yan po ay magiging hudyat para sa domino effect or 100 monkey effect or phenomenon na magaganap po at marami ang sasang-ayon agad-agaran. Lalo na po sa nangyayari sa kasalukuyan, nararamdaman ng sangkatauhan ang pressure, ang mga kahirapan na ating nakikita, ang ating nawi-witness, yan po ay mga kinakailangang maganap, mangyari at maranasan para ang tao maitulak sila sa paghanap ng absolute solution para sa mga nararanasan natin na hindi makatao at miserableng pamumuhay ng lahat dito sa mundo na nakikita din natin na iilan lamang po ang nakikinabang at ang kanilang mga pinaiiral na mga batas, regulasyon o sistema ay para sa kanilang pangsariling kapakinabangan at tayo na 99% ng populasyon sa buong mundo ang nagdaranas ng hirap tulad ng alipin sa ilalim ng pamamahala ng iilan. Yes, Sister Beatrice.
Yeah. Hi, Anselma. So the definition of the sovereignty, it was a little bit adapted to be better understood. I will show again the definition to remember. The true definition of sovereignty. True sovereignty, it's not limited jurisdiction-bound concept many states define on paper. It is the inherent and unconditional independence of the individual. Sovereignty begins with the inviolable right of self-determination, but extends far deeper. It includes the unlimited freedom to choose one path, to define one value, to create or withhold consent, and to determine the meaning and source of one's own worth. A sovereign individual is not merely a participant in a system. They are the original point of authority, value, and decision. When a government claims that sovereignty exists while simultaneously restricting the individual's ability to exercise it, this is not sovereignty, but a contradiction in terms. True sovereignty is abundance, freedom, and self-authorship. Any model that attempts to confine, qualify, or condition it become an artificial construct rather than a lawful reality. Please let them know exactly the true definition of the sovereignty, and can be seen on the first page when they open the website, just before they see this kind of photos.
Iyon po. Nakasaad din po sa ating website ang true meaning of sovereignty. Ibig sabihin po yung soberenya ng bawat isa. Ang totoong soberenya na pinapaliwanag ay ang full power and authority na nanggagaling sa atin, sa ating mga tao. Hindi soberenya na kontrolado. Ibig po sabihin, tayo bilang mga tao ay mayroong karapatan or birthright na magawa natin ang ating mga konsepto, idea na hindi tayo makakahadlang or makakapinsala or makakagawa ng masama sa ating kapwa, kundi panay kabutihan at sa kapakanan ng kalahatan sa ating lipunan or ating komunidad. Ang soberenya po na tinutukoy ay hindi dapat na may kondisyon, kundi ito po ay nakabase lamang sa universal law na do no harm. So, ibig sabihin po, tayo ay may kalayaan na gawin, i-implement ang ating mga idea, ang ating mga konsepto. Huwag lamang tayo makapipinsala or makagagawa ng hindi maganda sa ating kapwa nilalang. So, hindi po sa tao lamang yon, kundi ganun din sa kalikasan, sa lahat ng nilikha ang nilalang ng prime source creator dito sa mundo, hindi lamang po sa mundo, buong universo, dahil lahat po ng nilalang at nilikha ay nasa kalawakan, hindi lamang po dito sa planeta natin. So, bigyan po natin ng panahon na mabasa at makita ang mga nilalaman ng website divinegpms.world para sa marami pa pong mga kaalaman na magbibigay ng linaw, liwanag para malaman at maintindihan natin kung ano ba talaga ang ating hinihintay, dahil hindi lamang po itong tungkol sa financial assistance kagaya ng iniisip na iilan. Thank you, Sister Beatrice.
Before starting to explain what is happening on North America, I try to remember to everyone that for all those that they are keeping the prayers, meditation, and also they in general they are holding the peace, the healing. This is extremely important for all the collective. Do not descend on fear, on low frequency. Please let them know.
Yun po, may mga nagaganap po na rally or mga pagtitipon sa ibang bansa, lalo na sa North America na tinutukoy ni Sister Beatrice. Yan po ang mga pagtitipon para sa kapayapaan na makikita po natin na sa kabila ng mga nagaganap na kaguluhan or digmaan, marami po sa mga tao ang hindi sumasang-ayon at nais ng kapayapaan. So, para po sa kaalaman ng marami, ang inilabas po na notice ay nagkaroon din ng impluwensya at may ilan pong mga leader na mga bansa na hindi umayon sa kahilingan ni Donald Trump na pumanig sa kaniya para sa digmaan na or sa kaniyang laban sa bansang Iran. So, meron po mga humahadlang at kumukontra sa kaniyang suhestyon na ipagpatuloy at palawakin pa ang digmaan na nagaganap with Iran. Yes, Sister Beatrice.
Yes, so what happened in the United States, just to remember to everyone that United States has a population of 343 million people. And minimum 25% of the population there, it is first and second generation immigrants. And it was a rally, and this rally, it seems that it was the biggest one on the American history with 9 million of people. And this rally touched 3 points. The rally was against Trump administration, against the war, because it was Trump, the war in Iran, and also against ICE. ICE, it is immigration, police immigration, deportation that started to deport immigrants and everything. It is a huge conflict in area, especially in the United States, but also started to radiate in Canada. It is a huge problem in area because what Trump is doing, exactly what the how can I say, the darkness is doing, putting us to fight each other, that some are born American, some are not born American. And basically, when we start to fight each other, we have no time to reflect and to see what really Trump is doing. And I extract some data also about Canada, because in Canada we have 44% of the population, it is first and second generation, considered it as immigrant. So imagine to the third generation, when grandparents will never allow, the parents, or I do not know, the children, or to move away. So this cannot happen. So it is about a total, in Canada, in the United States, a total of 130 million people that they are considered immigrants, first and second generation. And basically everything that Trump is doing for a year, this affects minimum 130 million of people in Canada and the United States. I will make a screen, just find exactly my post because it's much easier to see that. Then I will share right now. So this is what I said. So Canada population, it's about 42 million. First and second generation immigrant, it is about 80 million. The United States, 343 million, then basically 113 million. Just do not think to the third generation that will never let the parents, grandparents to move away. So this is what Trump is doing and Trump administration. It is also the war in Iran, but it's also this ICE, this is the police immigration in the United States. Why do you need ICE? This is the police immigration. There are only 73,000 another institution like it to do all they are doing. You cannot play in this way with minimum 130 million people. There are consequences, exactly as the war in the Iran. There are consequences. Canada neighbors, we have only the United States and maritime life. We have only ocean here, nothing else. When we fight with immigrants, what may come from the international against you one day? So what happened right now, for example, Iran started to stop, do not make the transaction of the oil on the American dollar. So this already affect all America, and they turn against the United States right now. They turn against the big corporation, and there are no jobs, and there are no money, and the people are losing the houses. What universal laws do no harm is telling us. We have no borders. Border mean control, division, humanity control. No, then we have no immigrants on earth. Why 130 million people are considered immigrants? Minimum, because there is also the third generation that was not considered here inside of the 130 million. From the 385 million, 130 million, they are only first and second generation. So imagine they put us to fight each other. This is evidence based on arithmetic, on mathematics. Now you may see what is happening. Let the masses to fight each other, creating division. Immigrant, non-immigrant, discrimination, hate, killing, low frequency. This is darkness. Then you discover who is on top of the pyramid scheme. How the darkness all the time has two big principles, divide and conquer. This is creative division, saying that you are born in the United States, you are not born in the United States. Divide and conquer. Put us to fight each other. Control the top, then you control the body. This is the pyramid scheme that we have with Trump politics and everything. We are one, only the children of God that have soul, and we are eagle. So let's do GPMS. So right now you may tell them what is happening in the United States. It is about the biggest day protest in all 50 states, 9 million of people. It is about the biggest protest in the American history. And it is based on three things: against Trump administration, against war, it is about the Iran, and against ICE, it is about the police immigration.
Yun pong tinutukoy ni Sister Beatrice na nagaganap ngayon sa Amerika, ang mga immigrants na composed of halos nasa 25% at mahigit na 140 million katao, nais po ni Donald Trump na paalisin sa Amerika. So, nagkakaroon po ng separation or pag pagkahati ang mga tao dahil sa ganitong mga ah, regulasyon or nais niyang mangyari sa bansang Amerika. At ang kasalukuyan pong nagaganap na digmaan sa Iran, nagkakaroon din po siya ng impact or pangit na resulta para sa ekonomiya ng bansa dahil alam po natin na ang petrodollar ng US na siyang nagiging pamantayan na standard ng currency, maaari po or pinagpaplanuhan na nga ng Iran na iyan ay huwag tanggapin bilang negotiable instrument or hindi na po kikilalanin ng Iran ang US dollar. So, marami pong consequences na magaganap kapag ang digmaan ay nagpatuloy pa. Ganun din ang mga panukala ni Donald Trump na pairalin sa bansang Amerika, lalong-lalo na nga po ang may kinalaman sa mga immigrant or ang mga tinuturing nilang dayuhan na naninirahan sa Amerika na kung ilang henerasyon na din po. Sa ngayon, umaabot na sa 3 henerasyon or saling lahi at tinutukoy pa rin niya na mga immigrants or dayuhan sa bansang Amerika. So, ayon po sa GPMS, tayo bilang isang universal nation, mawawala po ang mga boundary ng bansa sa mga bansa. So, ibig sabihin, ah, hindi na tayo mga kailangan ng passport kung tayo man ay pupunta sa ibang bansa dahil bilang isang universal nation, tayo po ay mamamayan ng buong mundo or ng buong universe. Hindi na po kailangan ang mga regulasyon na nagkakaroon ng separation or pagbubukod-bukod ng bansa sa ibang bansa. So, sa pag-iral po ng soberenya ng bawat tao, isa po iyan sa magiging epekto na kikilalanin na pantay-pantay ang bawat tao. Walang mayaman, walang mahirap, walang Amerikano, walang Pilipino, walang OFW. Lahat po tayo bilang tao, ang birthright at karapatan natin ay iisa at pantay-pantay at yan po ay paiiralin para sa lahat. So, sa lalong madaling panahon na mai-implement natin at pagkaisahan, ma-ratify ang GPMS Divine Plan, masosolusyonan po ang lahat ng problema, lahat ng issue ng mga freedom fighters sa iba't ibang parte ng mundo. Mabilisang solusyon po ang dala ng GPMS Divine Plan sa sandali, sa hudyat na ito ay mapagkaisahan na i-implement ng majority ng global population. Sa hudyat na may isang bansa, kahit sa isang bansa na ito, maghari ang kagustuhan ng majority na pumapayag sa implementation ng GPMS, magkakaroon po iyan ng domino effect para ang lahat sa buong mundo ay mag-umpisa ng implementation ng phase 3 ng Divine Plan ng GPMS. So we are hoping tayo po dito sa Pilipinas magawa natin yan. Dahil sa kasalukuyan po, tayo yung mabilis, tayo yung masipag. Isa po yan sa mga kadahilanan na inaasahan po at pinapaniwalaan natin na kaya natin itong magampanan at magawa Hindi lamang para dito sa Pilipinas, kundi para sa buong mundo. Yes, Sister Beatrice.
So what is happening right now in Canada, in the United States, is basically the people started to wake up because the system collapsed. And this may be also in the next 4 months or even 5 months. The system is collapsing, but all the structure. So basically, the people remain without housing, no jobs, because there is enough already artificial intelligence developed. Then even the banks right now, they started to replace the jobs with very well paid with artificial intelligence. The institution like insurance companies, they are not able to move forward with their insurance contracts. So there are no money coming to inside as income for these companies. So the company itself has problem. So there are no jobs in area because it was a lot of flooding, a lot of earthquake, a lot of a problem, and basically there is also a setup inside of the software that it's moving towards do not allow to the people to have another contract when the people have not another contract because the house is not insured. All those that they have mortgage to the bank, for example, they have in the contract with the bank, they have a note, a notice where it is written if they have no insurance, then the bank has to sell the house quickly because the house, it is a huge risk, everything like that. When many housing started to enter on this situation, and also right now started to move up with corruption. So basically it started to be a collapse, also a collapse on liquidity, or collapse on a crisis on the credit in general. The people are not able to obtain credit from the banks. Many payments are not returning to the banks right now, so the banks does not function well. The fund of the pension started to be affected and started to be used in other direction. Also, the companies on the building, they let right now the building on the state where they are. Many are going on bankruptcy. Many small companies are going on bankruptcy too. They are not able to use to implement artificial intelligence because it could be also expensive, and they are not able to pay any more taxes and employee salaries. And the prices rises extremely up, like food and electricity and everything. And uh, it's become almost impossible to move forward. So, and basically all the estimation right now, it is that this situation will start to be worse in the next 4 months. So, what I would say, it is also about a lot of laws that are coming with a lot of penalties, a lot of high taxation. It is extreme. So it is already extreme. And the people started to wake up on this situation because they started to lose money in the bank. They started to lose their housing. They started to lose the job at the same time. It is a huge pressure on the system. And every single day something happens. So right now, even that they ignore until now all the freedom movement and everything, right now they started to see that no news can support the reality, what is happening around them. So it is a real huge pressure in Canada and the United States. And this is the reason that the people are waking up.
Yan. Ah, para sa kaalaman po ng iba na hindi pa nauunawaan kung ano talaga ang katayuan ng mga gobyerno, sila po ay korporasyon. So alam natin na ang korporasyon para sa negosyo, kumikita, nalulugi. So, ganun po ang katayuan ng mga gobyerno. Kumikita sila sa pamamagitan ng mga buwis, ng mga taxes ng mga tao, at isip sila ng isip kung ano pa ang pwedeng lagyan ng buwis para hanggat maaari ay lumaki ang kanilang kita. Pero dahil po sa nagaganap na korupsyon, iyan ang isa sa malaking nagiging dahilan kaya bumabagsak ang gobyerno. Kita rin po natin yan sa nangyayari dito sa atin sa Pilipinas. Hindi lamang po sa Pilipinas, kundi lahat ng gobyerno sa buong mundo ay ganun po ang sistema na umiiral. Kagaya ng nangyayari sa Amerika at sa Canada. Kaya ang mga tao, dahil sa pagkakaroon nila ng kaalaman na ganun pala, nakikita ng kanilang kamalayan na, kaya pala. So, nag-uumpisa po ang paglaban nila sa sistemang umiiral. Iyan ay patuloy pong magaganap at kailangang maganap. Makita ng lahat na nagko-collapse or bumabagsak ang korporasyon. Ang sistemang pinaiiral ng mga gobyerno ay hindi matatag at patungo na sa pagbagsak. Na yun naman po ang kailangang mangyari para ang mga tao, ang sangkatauhan ay mamulat na hindi na ito tama, hindi na ito dapat. Ialis na ang tiwala sa umiiral na mga gobyerno na korporasyon dahil hindi na po sila nakakaganap ng kanilang mga pangako para sa ikabubuti ng constituents or ng mga mamamayan. Kaya po, asahan natin na hanggat hindi nakikita, namumulat ang marami sa mga nagaganap na ito, patuloy at patuloy po ang pressure, ang kagipitan, ang miserableng pamumuhay na ipipilit ng mga nakaupo, ang mga may kontrol sa sistema at sa gobyerno para makuha pa rin nila ang kanilang inaasam o inaasahan na pera, pananalapi galing sa mga tao through taxes, buwis, or kung ano pa man na gusto nilang i-implement dahil sa otoridad na ibinigay ng tao sa pagboto or pag-elect or titiwala na sila ay iupo at bigyan ng kapangyarihan na gumanap para sa mga tao, sa mga gobyerno ng mga bansa. So, iyan po ang kailangang maganap, makita ng lahat na ang sistema ng gobyerno sa buong mundo ay nagko-collapse or bumabagsak na. Kasabay ng financial system ng mga bangko, dahil yan naman po ay nakapailalim sa regulasyon at mga batas, kontrol din ng korporasyong gobyerno. Kaya kasabay at kasama po yan sa pag-collapse, sa pagbagsak. Sa pagbagsak ng lumang sistema na yan, diyan naman po mag-uumpisa na kilalanin at tumayo at matanyag, mahayag sa lahat ang Global People's Monetary System, ang GPMS, na siya naman nating pinagkakaisahan o pinagkakasunduan na siya nang maganap at pumalit sa umiiral na beast system na kontrolado ng iilang lamang sa buong mundo. So, sana po maging malawak ang ating pag-o-observe, ang ating kaalaman, ang impormasyon. Kumakalat po yan sa social media. Huwag po tayo umasa sa mainstream media or sa mga balita, sa mga pahayag na nanggagaling sa gobyerno dahil pagtatakpan nila hanggat maaari, hanggat makakaya nila ang kanilang mga ginagawa na hindi po nakakabuti sa sangkatauhan. Pang buong mundo na po ang usapan na ito, hindi po dito lamang sa atin sa Pilipinas laganap ang ganiyang mga pandaraya at kasinungalingan na ginagawa ng mga namamahala sa sistemang umiiral. Thank you, Sister Beatrice.
Yeah, so if there are questions or so to tell us a little bit what is happening also in Philippines with GPMS. We have also Aziz from India here, so we do not have only Philippines, we have also India.
Sino po ang gustong magtanong? Or any comments po, concerns, gusto niyong i-share? Sa ngayon po, mayroon pa rin patuloy na nagbibigay or nagsasubmit sa akin ng listahan ng kanilang mga pangalan na gustong magpa-assist or magpatulong para ma-register sa website. Meron pong ilan tayong brothers and sisters na taga Palawan. Sila po yung pumupunta sa mga malalayong komunidad ng katutubo ng Palauan, Bajau, Lumad. Ilan lang po yan sa mga katutubo na kanilang nakakausap at napupuntahan. Dito po sa Manila, parteng Baseco, Tondo, meron din po. Sa Cavite, meron din po diyan. So, hindi naman po nawawala ng nagsishare. Meron lang ilan na nagpahinga pero may pumapalit para patuloy na i-share at ikalat ang GPMS. Meron din po akong hinihintay pa na ilang grupo, hindi lamang po ako nagkakaroon pa ng pagkakataon para ma-meet ko sila para isubmit din yung kanilang mga master list na hawak. So hopefully po in the near future, makausap ko din sila at dagay natin sa website ang kanilang mga pangalan bilang consent sa GPMS. Sino po ang may gustong itanong?
Yeah, so if there are question or if you may let us know what is happening in Philippines about GPMS in general, like a summary for the month, how the consents were going there and how the people react to GPMS.
Kahit po sa Tagalog, pwede po. Sister Anselma, kumusta ka po diyan sa Cebu? Sister Anselma, nandyan ka pa. Or si Sister Eva. Tahimik sila. Sister Eva, baka may gusto ka pong sabihin o itanong kahit Tagalog.
No comment po, ma'am.
Okay. Updated ka naman po, ano? Every week nasa meeting ka din.
Apo.
Kung meron pa po kayong gustong isubmit na mga pangalan, pasend na lang po sa messenger ko.
Okay, if there are no questions, because I know that it's more than 10 p.m. there.
Yes.
Yeah, I will not keep the meeting very long, especially with everything that is happening in the Philippines. Many people may have not access to the internet. So around 1 hour should be enough. And I try to condense in 1 hour all the information for the month. So I would say thank you so much to everyone that collaborated on this meeting and was also present with us today, and especially to the sister Lodi that it's all the time with us. And it is just amazing what is happening in Philippines. So the Philippines is keeping GPMS in these divine times to move forward. I would say even like that. And I would say that also more and more people start to be seen, especially from location where we had no representative before, like France. When I saw people coming from France, I said, wow, what is happening there? Somebody from Netherlands asked also to open a Divine GPMS account because he has also other people in the Netherlands that wants to come to be representative GPMS. We have also somebody from Romania. Right now, I met somebody from Bulgaria in Canada that it is around GPMS started to put question and everything. So we see people started to pay interest, and also I had 2 days ago or something like somebody asked me to collaborate because wanted to present cards, business card with GPMS to the people in the UK. We have also Brother Everson that started also in Brazil more and more to share business cards. So we started to see a little bit in many places. So the people started to gather, on my opinion, and after probably these 4 months during the summertime, probably we may see more and more from Canada and the United States. And Canada, United States having so many considered immigrants, we know that we have no immigrants, but I'm saying the word just to be recognized that the people have the capacity to speak other languages and they have international connection. So Canada, United States, it's a very hot, important place where we live, and this will be like a boom worldwide if this something may start from here. But also there are movement and also in Romania, and anytime something may start from there. And Rikit is still in Romania living. Please let them know, and if there are no question, then we will end for this night.
Yes, I think that's all we have for today. And thank you everyone po na nag-join sa atin ngayon. Salamat.
Yes. Thank you so much, and see you like next month. If GPMS become viral, then we unite anytime, and we come in a meeting quickly.
Yeah. Yes. We're almost there.
Yes. So love and light, and see you soon.
Namaste. Good night po everyone. Salamat.